welcome back to another episode. Tonight we are looking at Tesla, but just before we get into that, we're going to do what we always do and have a quick analysis of the actual share price. So when we look at the 1 week, we can see that we started off a little bit higher than where we are now, but we went to a dip all the way down here at around 330, and honestly, we are up since then. So there are a few factors driving this, but first things first, we'll look at a more over time period. So we can see here, it was basically going down from the point where it hit almost 500 all the way down to a point of, I believe, around 330, which was the lowest, and ever since then it started to go up slowly, and we have been up today. So let's look at some factors which are driving this, but just before you do that, please do me a favor and just go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. As you can see on this live subscriber count, I'm on 40 subscribers, and I'd appreciate it so much if you could get me to 100, if not 1,000. Let's try to get to 50 by tomorrow. I would appreciate it so much if you could do that. But just before we do, let's go and have a look at some of the factors. If we go into this news article, we can see here pretty clearly Tesla has jumped 6%, and obviously this is due to the gigafactory in Berlin and also in Texas. So let's take a little look back. So if we have a look, we can see that the Berlin gigafactory is where a lot of the European cars will be produced, and a lot of the cars for America. So this is where things like the Model 3 and the Model Y will be produced. And in Texas, I think it will be things like the truck and maybe the Model X. I'm not 100% sure on that. Obviously, do your own research. But that is obviously a great thing for the company because it shows that they are actually managing to expand. And the more cars that they can produce, the better for the company, because then it means that they can make more profit. And of course, that is what every company aims to do. Obviously, like we saw with the share price increasing so much rapidly, then it just sold off a little bit. And now it looks like we're getting a bit more stable. And then this news has just driven it a little bit higher, which is always something good to see with Tesla, because it is a very volatile stock. Surprisingly, to say that it's going so high, we think that the volatility would start to level out, but apparently not. So yeah, the Berlin Gigafactory and also the Texas Gigafactory are great reasons for the stock going up so high. So if you want to read this news article, honestly, I would recommend it. It gives you a lot of information, but basically it's just saying that the stock did sell off, like what I'm trying to tell you, and like what I tried to tell you in the last Tesla video. And right now it's starting to level off and perhaps go back up. So in my opinion, I think that this might be the end of the sell-off. I could be wrong there, and it could go even lower, but I think this may be where the stock starts to go back up from that small correction that we saw, a little bit of a sell-off, and now perhaps we go back into the green. I don't know, we'll just have to see what the time says and how long it's going to take, but if Tesla's back into the green, of course, that is a good thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the short video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and check out any of the other ones on the channel and on screen right now. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.